So recently I've had some problems with greenside bunker shots, and they ought to be fairly straightforward. This presents no real difficulties. So you get your 60-degree wedge, you've got a nice bit of bounce on the sole of the club, and you'll go into the sand, maybe 2-3 inches behind the ball. It will glide under the ball, come out on a cushion of sand. What could be easier? But the trouble is, at this time of year, we're sort of in October now in the UK, you've got lots of rain, the sand becomes compacted and firmer, so that if you go into the sand behind the ball with an open club face with bounce on the club, the chances are it will bounce off the hard sand and come up into the ball, and then you'll scull it over the green. So this is, I mean, I don't know whether this will happen now, but I'll just play it in the normal way that I would. You get that way over the green. So I explained all this to my brother the other day. He's a teaching pro, and was always my sort of guide and mentor and coach from an early age. And he told me that when the sand's hard like this, rather than setting up, you know, with your usual open club face and slicing across the ball, square everything up, including the club face. Rather than the bounce of the club head, you're going to use more of the leading edge to cut into the sand, and then you should go under the ball, and it will pop out as you want it to. So we'll give it a go. Like that. It's just, it doesn't come naturally to me to set up that way with a square club face. But I think like all these things, you've got to adapt to the conditions, you've got to practice so that this new technique becomes more comfortable for you, and just trust that you'll get a decent result. So just a little extra thing, because we're doing some short game stuff today. This is a shot where I'd normally putt it, but let's say it's early in the morning, there might be dew on the ground, or maybe in the evening it's similarly getting a little bit damp, and the ball might not roll over the surface as well as it would normally do. So basically what you do is you putt it, but not with a putter. So you use a lofted club like an 8-iron, I've got an 8-iron here, and you stand and play it like a putt. Not really any wrist action, you don't need to try and get the ball in the air because the loft of the 8-iron will get it over the fringe. So let's give it a go. Not bad. So there you go, a putt with an 8-iron.